Good afternoon, everybody. How are you feeling today? Good? Excited? Tired? I also hear a little tired. Is it because it's after lunchtime? Was it good? Great. Now that we've had a nice lunchtime, I'm sure everybody have enough energy to get on with their lesson. So, before we need to go on to our lesson, we need to know we're still on chapter 6, lesson 6, Wonders of Nature. And we need to know, somebody needs to tell me what we did last class. In the previous lesson, I'm going to give you a hint. We did a listen and speak activity. Teddy in the back, she's going to tell us what we did in the last class. Yes, in the last class, we learned 2 expressions. The first one is I wonder. The second one is I heard. So can anyone else tell me then when those 2 expressions are used? Yes, Minsu? Perfect. I wonder is used when you want to ask something, when you want to express your curiosity. I heard is used when you want to deliver something you know. When you know something and you want to tell someone, you use I heard. Now that we've all covered the previous lessons, we know what they are and we know when they're used. But now we need to use them in our conversation, don't we? Yes, that is what our activities for today's activities are for. Today, we're going to do 2 activities and we're going to practice those expressions in our conversation so that in our normal everyday conversation, those 2 expressions are just going to flow out. So, before we go on to our lesson, we need to check our objectives. Through this class, we are going to be able to do 3 things. Are we ready to read them all together? First, use the expression I wonder to express curiosity. Second, use the expression I heard to express knowledge. And third, give examples of other expressions to express your curiosity and your own knowledge. The third one is going to be based on those 2 expressions that we learn, we're going to learn some more because we're not always going to be using the same expressions over and over. So, is everybody looking forward to it? Yes, everybody. That was a loud yes. I heard loud yeses. So we're going to get on to our activities. The first one, you're going to love this activity. Is anyone here that doesn't know BTS? No, right? Everybody knows them. These days they're super popular. And recently, I heard that they won an award in the Billboard Music Awards. It's an American music show and they won a big award. So they went on a TV show and did an interview. And we're going to watch that interview. So, because it's a real interview that they broadcasted in America, the conversation might be a little fast and might be a little difficult. So, we're going to learn some of the vocabularies that's used in the interview so that can give you a hint on what they are talking about. So, for the first vocabulary, congratulations. Where can you hear this word, congratulations? I think Jisoo wants to tell us when we use the vocabulary. Yes, she heard it when she wants to give a praise. Perfect. I'm going to give you another example of the word. For example, oh, congratulations, you won the first place in swimming contest. Perfect. Everybody seems to understand when it's used. It's used to give praise and you want to be happy with somebody. The second word, with. Everybody seems to be nodding. Everybody knows this word. But you need to be careful and not be fooled because this word is not just win or lose. This word is also used when you get something. For example, when I win an award, when I win a prize. When I get something, I also use the word win. It's a very simple but very often used word, so we all need to remember what it means. The third vocabulary, made it. Made, can you tell me what made means? Yes, Hano? Hano told us that made is a verb that's a past form of make. So then make is something creating something. So then made it, does it mean I created, I made, I built something? Everybody seems to be not sure, but I'm going to tell you that no, made it does not mean I built it. It means I got it, I did something, and I succeeded something. It's an expression very, very often used in US, so it will be very useful for you, and try to catch the expression made it in the video and try to understand that this means that you succeeded. The next vocabulary, humble. Humble is a vocabulary, a little difficult, so I'm going to tell you what it means directly. Humble is used when someone is not arrogant, when someone doesn't act like they know everything. For example, when I give Yevin a compliment, for example, when I say, oh, you did a very good job, how did you know? Then she would tell me, thank you, teacher, or no, I didn't know, it's because you told me, or something like that. That's because she's humble. When she's not humble, she would say something like, I already knew it, you didn't know I know it, I'm always perfect, you know? Something like this would be not being humble. Everybody seems to understand. So next two, bicker and argue. Wow, these seems to be difficult, but these two basically means the same thing. They mean that you fight with something, but not physically fighting, but verbally, conversationally fighting. So when you're talking and you have an argument with somebody, you're bickering or you're arguing. Bickering might sound special, so try to listen to the word bicker in the video. And the next word, honest. Honest is a word that you need to be careful with the pronunciation. You see the H here? It's not pronounced. So don't get tricked by the H. It's not honest, it's honest. That's something very special in English. So honest means you're true. You don't tell a lie. We all need to be honest, right? Next, impersonation. Everybody seems to be surprised by how long this word is. It is very long, but it's very simple also, because you see the word person here. Yes, person is very simple. It's just like me and you. A person is a person. So impersonation is acting like a person, pretending to be a person. So for example, I heard that Terin does a very good impersonation of Yevin. It means Terin looks like or sounds like or just like Yevin. That's an impersonation. So now that we've covered the vocabularies, I'm sure it's not going to be too difficult to listen to the interview. Even if you don't understand everything, it's alright, don't worry, because you just need to find the answers to these 4 questions. It's also written down on your handouts, so if you look at your prints, it's going to be all there. So based on the information here, the trophy, the Sifu, who doesn't like it, what did we bought, how much Jin's ring is, based on these informations, you are going to try to find answer to these. So try to focus on those 4. And after we listen to the interview, I'm going to ask you, like the interviewer in the video, I'm going to be the interviewer, and I'm going to ask you, I wonder, and you are going to tell me with the answer using I heard to express your knowledge. So is everybody ready? Keep those vocabularies in mind. So let's get started. Let's get started and look at the video. Did everybody enjoy the video? Yes. Everybody seems to be smiling. That's great. Was it a little too fast? Yes, the way the interviewer spoke was a little bit fast, right? But Jenny seems to understand some, seems to already know some of the things in the video. She must be a fan of BTS now. That's wonderful. So I'm going to ask you some of the questions using I wonder. First question. I wonder where Jin is going to put his trophy. Can someone tell me? Yes, Yevin. I heard he's going to put it in his room. Second, Jisoo, can you tell me the answer to I wonder who likes seafood and who doesn't? Wonderful. Jisoo told us I heard Jin loves seafood and RM doesn't. I heard RM likes meat. Next, I wonder what B bought. Hano? I heard he bought glasses. And the last question, I wonder how much Jin's ring is. Yevin? Yes. I heard it's $400. That's a lot of money. It's really expensive, right? But it was pretty. So, now that we're all experts with the expression I heard, we also need to learn to use I wonder, right? That's when our next activity comes in. Our next activity, we're going to play a game. The name of the game is Call My Name Game. Call My Name Game is a very, very fun, very funny, very popular, very hot game that was played in a Korean TV show called Running Man. Has anybody heard of Running Man? Probably it might be better for you if I say the name of the game is 양세찬 game. 양세찬 game got its name because Yang Se-chang was funny in the game, so everybody calls it a 양세찬 game. So, before we play this game, I need to explain to you the rules of how we play this game. So, we need 3 people making one group. 3 people in a group. Each person in the group is going to get a paper written with a keyword on it. But those 3 people are not going to know what the keyword is. Like you see in this picture, he has a keyword on his forehead, but he doesn't know what it is. So the 3 people are going to get a keyword. The first person, they're going to take turns, and the first person who speaks is going to ask the 2 other members what their keyword is, but not directly. So, for example, if my keyword is Thanos, I would ask my friends, I wonder if he is a man. Then the other 2 people are going to tell me the answers, but not just yes or no. It's going to be, oh, I heard blah, 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 blah. But you need to be careful, because if you just say, yes, it's a man, yes, it's a woman, or yes, he's tall, yes, he likes food. If you say it just like that, everybody's gonna know the answer, right? So we're gonna have to be good actors. We're going to act like we're not sure. For example, if I ask you, how tall? I wonder how tall I am. Then the other 2 people are going to say, I'm not sure. I don't know, but I heard he's over 100 centimeters. That way that the question giver doesn't really know what the answer is. And the winner, how the winner is decided is the first person who guesses the right keyword on their forehead is the winner. Does everybody understand? Taemin doesn't seem to understand perfectly the rule. That's why I prepared this video we're going to watch actual members of Running Man play this game, and we're going to see how it works in a real life. So let's watch the video, shall we? Has everybody enjoyed the video? Oh, I hear some, teacher, let's watch some more. We can't. You can look it up in the internet, or you can watch them at home with your friends. But today, we're going to just watch this part, and this part seems to give everybody an idea of how we need to play this game, right? Perfect. So, now that we know the game, let's play it, shall we? Let's go. Wow, that was a nice question, Hano. Yevin, you need to be true. You need to be honest. You need to give them the right answer. I know you want to win, but you need to be true. Oh, who's the winner in this group? Jongyeol-wan. Oh, that's wonderful. But the other two members also try to guess what your keyword is. Perfect. Time's up, everybody. Has everybody gotten their keywords correct? Was it a little difficult? But everybody sounded perfect in using the keywords I wonder and I heard. So everybody got used to using them? Who are the winners? Raise your hands. Wonderful! You guys were perfect Sherlock Holmeses. Now that we know these I heard and I wonder expressions, we need to know something a little more difficult. We can't use the same expression over and over and over again in a conversation, so we're gonna learn new expressions. The first, I wonder, can be also said by saying, I want to know. I want to know where she bought her bag. Does everybody understand the question? I want to know is a term you can use instead of I wonder. The second one, let's read it aloud. I'd like to know. I'd like to know is a little more careful, a little more subtle way of expressing I want to know. When you want to be careful and you want to be polite, but you want to ask something, you use I'd like to know. I would like to know. So, let's read the gray letters, shall we? I'd like to know how tall she is. You want to know how tall she is, and you use I'd like to know. Third, can you tell me? Can you tell me what her favorite subject is? Can you tell me is a little more direct. A little more direct, but the same expression, the expression that you can use instead of I wonder. And the expressions we can use instead of I heard. I heard, or I know that. I know that she bought it online. Because I heard is something, an expression you use to express your knowledge about something, you can instead use I know that she bought it online. Do you remember the first question that I gave in the previous slide? Yes, it was asking a person about where she bought her bag. So I know that she bought it online. Second, I'm aware that. Aware is something a little more subtle also. When you already have a knowledge in your mind and you want to say it, you say, I'm aware that. I'm aware that she's 150 centimeters. In the previous slide, it asked us how tall she is. So, I'm aware, I know, I heard that she's 150 centimeters. And the last expression, I've been told that. Somebody told me, and I've been told. So, it's also used when you know something and you want to express your knowledge. You want to deliver what you know. So, let's read the gray letter, Shelly. I've been told that her favorite subject is English. In the previous slide, the question was, yes, Teddy? Yes, it was. I'd like to know, can you tell me what her favorite subject is? And the answer is, I've been told that her favorite subject is English, just like everybody here. So, these all three expressions and the ones we saw before are expressions that's very often used in English. So let's keep it in mind along with I heard and I wonder. Review our lessons. And that's the end of our lesson today. Everybody did a very good job. Everybody participated perfectly with the games and interviews. So thank you. And beware of all the flus going on. And I'll see you in next class. Bye-bye.